Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac. Here we are. We're due for a not Isaac run. Gosh darn it, please be not Blue Baby if possible, but that's okay because here we are. Alright, so people told me I had a Blue Baby run recently where I was trying to steal deals with the devil and it wasn't necessarily going well. Apparently the secret is, well, with the Polaroid at least, or maybe even without the Polaroid, I'm not totally sure. So it turns out I don't know what the secret is, but always maintain, I mean, this is a no-brainer. You don't want to take damage in the first place, but always maintain more than 3 spirit hearts. If you can do that, you can steal deals with the devil by walking into the fire, and then during your brief period of invincibility, walking into the item that is actually contained that you desire. It works. Apparently. We're gonna try it, but obviously it's a little bit outside of our hands, at least early on. Step 1 is just gonna be, well, I mean, okay, obviously step 1, you're like a dream come true. 2, just wanna be with you. 3, girl, it's plain to see that you're the only one for me. 4, repeat steps 1 through 3, which honestly I just think, you know, is a little bit lazy. 5, make her fall in love with me. Well, if you're doing all those steps in the first place and she's not in love with you to begin with, geez, that's gonna send the wrong message, Brian McKnight. And if ever I believe my work is done, then we'll start it back at 1. Step 1 is actually just getting more than 3 spirit hearts to begin with, which unfortunately our first floor did not make very possible. We did get a remote detonator. Remote detonator is a better item than the poop is, I suppose. I'm not sure how we're going to use it effectively for now, but at least we have bombs that we can use on tinted rocks. Our first tinted rock turned into a key, and I was like a little salty about that temporarily because I was like, I need a spirit heart, man, so I can take these deals with the devil. But look at that. That key just turned into the miter. And that's going to be worth several spirit hearts, probably over the course of, you know, several floors. But anyway, no extra money there. But this is actually shaping up to be a very good situation for Blue Baby to be in, if I do say so myself. We're gonna blow up this slot machine. Oh right, remote detonator. What it contains, even if it is only 1 penny, is probably substantially more valuable to me right now than what it actually could pay out with, and the money that would be required to make that happen. So I don't mind that. I mean, 1 bomb for 1 penny is not a great trade, but it's the situation we find ourselves in. Before I fight this boss, I'm just trying to go to as many rooms as possible to possibly get the miter to pay out with the spirit heart. If we can just get 1 or a half, well, we don't really have half spirit hearts in non-community remix, but if we could just get 1 spirit heart to pay out, that would be very meaningful for my overall chances. Now, we also, now that I look at things here, may have a very realistic chance of getting our way into that library, which could give us a better item. There are probably 3 books, maybe 4, that I would take instead of Remote Detonator. Definitely Belial, definitely Revelations, maybe Book of Sin, and maybe Book of Shadows. I haven't decided, I guess, yet. But let's see if we can get in. Alright, well, disregard that. Turns out it wasn't really a probable outcome for us to begin with. What? That's some bullshit right there. I have no idea where our actual secret room is then, if it's not in either of those 2 locations. Did I just botch one of the placements? If so, I apologize, but I don't think that I did. Alright, so let's be smart here. Oh, that was not how you do that. We're gonna make sure Duke of Flies is right next to that bomb, then we're gonna blow it up, and we'll probably, like, repeat the same thing in just a second here. Like, we'll put this down, knock it all the way over there. Yeah, make sure it'll take them out, and I think saving 2 bombs is fair. I'm not gonna look for any more secret rooms on this floor, I'll tell you that much. I hate when you encounter a floor that, like, either has it in a kind of nondescript location, or the secret room just doesn't exist, which when you have map and compass, you can see that a lot of the time. Or just map, I guess, you can see that a lot of the time. Come on, give me, like, we're probably going to get a deal with the devil here, so I really, really would desire a half spirit heart or a full spirit heart somehow. We can do it, okay. What else is over here? Thought maybe there was a spirit heart under that. It's going to be Krampus. I'm not happy about that. This is the same kind of deal with the devil ordering we had on the last run, which I was not very pleased with. Now, I know that we're a little low on bombs, but at the same time, I'm very, very tempted to actually use our last remaining bomb to speed up this fight a little bit, because I really don't want to fall below 3 Spirit Hearts. Or I don't want to fall below 3.5, I guess. Just keep it going here. Oh, that was so bad. Of course, look at that. Look at how quickly things went wrong there. That's why I should never say, let's keep it going, we're doing a good job. I should always say, you know, you constantly bring shame to your family, and you need to keep your motivation high and your performance even higher, or else you will be disowned and bring great shame to your familial line. Oh well, we have the miter. That's the most important thing that we have going on here. We have no keys for the next floor. Fitting start, right next to the item room. But we should be able to maybe get 1 Spirit Heart back by way of the miter, and that will give us... Oh, this could be good. That will give us what we need in order to steal a deal with the devil. Plus, we got a lump of coal, which is fine in its own right. And we got free access to the item room here, which was actually pretty solid. Technology 2 seems like a good choice for us. Unlimited range. We still have our lump of coal shots coming out of the other eye socket. I'm relatively pleased with the way this went. If you're gonna have to get an item, it seems like a pretty good one. Okay, I don't like this very much. Yeah, we took some blue heart damage. That doesn't affect our deal with the devil chances, I'm pretty confident of, but at the same time, it is annoying, and it does lower our chances of success overall because our HP is just dwindling. Oh, come the F on. This is ridiculous. As is my use of F, as if we don't know what the word is, but I actually just say that in my day-to-day life, which should tell you a little bit about my mental maturity level. So we have our boss room. I don't really want to go to it right away because we're lacking Spirit Hearts, so let's try out our shop instead, and this is pretty much exactly what I was hoping for, including that Spirit Heart right there. That's exceptionally lucky. So now, we have the compass, we still have some money left over, and we have 3.5 Spirit Hearts, which makes this the perfect time to strike. We're going to be going up against Pestilence on a fight where there is actually a Tinted Rock as well. So we'll blow that up. We could have let Pestilence do it for us, but I just want to get through with this as soon as possible, make sure we're safe. Oh, he dropped 2 Spirit Hearts. We didn't get a deal with the devil, but hey, he dropped 2 Spirit Hearts at the end of it. I'm starting to feel pretty good about this. That's probably a result of the miter. And the treasure chest for a bomb turns into a key, which is actually maybe really useful for the next floor. So I don't feel too bad about this either. This floor is shaping up. It looked terrible for a minute, but now it's starting to turn out okay. So I'm going to guess that we didn't get a deal with the devil because we took the deal with the devil on the last floor, which is going to lower our chances on this floor, which means that our next floor should have very good chances, and I would say that we have a pretty good chance to keep our Spirit Hearts at a level that would actually make it possible to take a deal with the devil as well, so, and maybe steal one. Probably not 2. Steal 1 at least. That feels pretty good. I'm not going to open that. Just not, I mean, it could be good, but it's just not justified with only 1 key. If we had 3, I would probably do it. But with 1, it's not worth it. Alright, come on. Shoot your bombs. Oh, really? I mean, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kite you around a little bit here until you shoot again. But I'm not happy about it. There we go. Alright, now don't get crazy. And we got another key out of it. So I think at this point, I know I said we do it when we had 3. I think I'll actually do it when I have 2. Just because you never know what we could get in there. Could be something amazing. That's actually relatively okay in my book. You got enough money to make the next shop worthwhile, assuming there's not greed. And this floor is going to go down as a very formative one if this run ends up winning. If we end up losing, this will be like the floor where we looked at it, or we looked to it as the height of our confidence now that we're dead. In that hypothetical future that I've just proposed. So our damage is a little lacking. That's just what you'd expect, though. Everything else shaping up fairly nicely. Good HP. The miter is not necessarily the most reliable of all the items you could possibly go for. You're just gonna have to give me a second here. I got something going on in the background. All right, there we go. Hopefully the frame rate improves a little bit as a result of that, but I'm gonna guess that it probably just didn't change at all. We're not gonna go to our curse room, but yeah, this floor is very good for us. Hopefully the next floor continues to be. We got Compass, Technology 2. I guess that's basically it, but enough money to make our shop worthwhile on this floor as well. And certainly feels a lot stronger than the last run, which we still won, but we were in a dire strait for a little while. It's nice to be relatively comfortable early on, which hasn't happened in a little while. 2 keys is exactly where we want to be. I hate myself. I always, they just little boot me on the nose there. I always free these freaking, gosh darn it, neutral flies. Please, thank you. What do we have here? Hanged Man. Could be useful. But for now, we're just going to try to bum rush the boss because we have the spirit hearts necessary to get us where we need to go. We'll use a bomb here. Could find the second secret room. Generally, that's my thinking with bombs and chests now, is like, it's probably a good deal, but it's especially a good deal if you have a chance to get something else as a result. Left hand is worth a bomb, I would say. Sometimes it'll give us spiders, sometimes it'll give us free, you know, pact or mark or something like that. So I'm very content to take this item. We don't know what this pill does. That doesn't hurt us very much. It hurts our lump of coal shot, but apart from that, no big deal. Alright, so this is a boss where I'm probably not going to bother throwing down a bomb, even though with remote detonator it would be much easier to time. Because we can just do something like this and pretty quickly make this boss feel the burn. Little problem with crowd control on the horizon here. Can't really do too much to take care of it before it comes to a head, though. Alright, that went very well. Don't take damage against the spiders and deal with the devil. No? Alright, now this is just getting silly. Unless spirit heart damage counts as red heart damage. Which it shouldn't. Just because for my selfish purposes here, I would like it not to. And inside of here, a red chest. You know, maybe worth it, maybe not. In that case, it proved to not be worth it. But hey, we might get a consumable of some repute for actually finishing off this room here. Come on, come on. There we go. A little scary. But actually, these guys are super easy to take out with technology too. And actually, I'm very thankful that we have technology too for a room like this. Because normally the knockback is the problem. Technology 2 is also going to really prove its merits. I mean, it's already pretty good, but it's really going to prove itself when we end up getting into, like, zombies all the time. Or massive infamy. That is where it'll really, really shine. So it's important to remember, I haven't even been to any of the special rooms except for the boss room here. I really thought that that would work out a little bit better for me than it did. But hey, there's no use crying over spilled milk when we still have a lot of potentially good stuff to come here. Including, hopefully, a spacebar item that, you know, makes remote detonator kind of antiquated. I mean, it's pretty, it's like one of those items that I think that's better than poop. And it also, like, gets better in the late game, but we're not in the late game. And also, I keep forgetting to hit the spacebar to pop those bombs off. And that makes me feel like a little bit lesser of a player. Probably will try to get these pennies. My diagonal walking is better than it used to be. Not surprised. Greed fight should be pretty easy, though. Really just gotta nail that turn, and it's all good. Yeah, that was a little scary, but hey, we got a spirit heart back for it. I'll still probably go for those 2 pennies. I thought maybe we chose when to blow up that bomb. Clearly not the case. Alright, Skinny Odd Mushroom. Lower damage, but faster rate of fire. I think that works with technology to cause, like, more ticks per second. Alright, there goes our Spirit Heart. Easy come, easy go. Don't rub it in. I already feel like a piece of garbage. Okay, put this down here. Excuse me? I know, we should have walked out, don't get me wrong. But I didn't think that that was going to miss. It was so close to it. 2 bombs for 1 key is still an acceptable trade, I guess, for this moment in time, but not in love with my inadequacy there. And we got 2 bombs back at least. And our secret room gives us more money. If I'd known that we'd have so much money, probably wouldn't have gone so hard to get those 2 cents, but that's okay. I'm not gonna gamble on the arcade just because it's kind of a waste of time. The blood bank is normally the most important. We can't use it. If not the blood bank, then it would be a fortune teller. We don't even know if there's one in there, even if there is. You know, I mean, crystal ball would be super good, but we'll save it for a later date. And this is a piss off, because now we have no potential deal with the devil on this floor, unless we can teleport, which is unlikely. You know what? We totally should have used the Hanged Man to get those 2 cents. I'm gonna stop dwelling about the spirit heart we lost on those 2 cents unless I lose and it looks like I would have won if I had 1 extra spirit heart. That does happen from time to time, so I'm a little concerned about the gamble that I just threw down there. Alright, we have a curse room. I'll probably try to go to it, no guarantees. We have an arcade. Maybe I'll go to it on this floor. No guarantees. Come on. Just be deceased, please. That was really close to being bad. And if we could just not fight Super Greed here and get a half-decent item, that would be so good. Like, for example, Book of Revelations. Oh, how the spirit hearts would flow with Miter and Book of Revelations. But instead, we're fighting the same greed. So our best case payout here is money or the Steam sale. Fantastic. Well, at least it was an easy fight. We'll probably watch out for that tick there. So now, knowing that we wouldn't have another shop in the game, I'm very sorry about that. I would not have walked over those spikes to get those 2 cents. No question about it. Shouldn't have walked over the spikes just then either, but I was actually... It's always like I'm scratching something. I was scratching my eye there, which apparently took my hand off the most important part of my keyboard, even though I was still moving. Doesn't make sense. Don't worry about it. So I'm getting a little bit more skeptical, but at the same time, we have had some good luck on this run. And all we really need to make it work is, you know, maybe 1 good floor. 1 floor with a lot of seams. Seems like it could do it. More spirit heart drops from the Miter help out a lot. Hey, you know what could really help us out? This boss room over here. And the Fool card! That's exactly what we need to at least have a hope in hell of getting a deal with the devil on this floor. What is this creep made out of fucking corn syrup? It takes forever to dissipate. Long trip down here to our first item room. It's okay, we got nothing else to do. Finally, we've made it, and there is a red chest. These are important, man. I wouldn't say they're a big part of our strategy, but they could potentially be very useful. Could have used the hangman there, too, but hey, we got a spirit heart back. So we should probably go to that item room. I guess I got a little bit excited by the fact that we could be going to our boss trap room here. Boss trap room contains the crate, which is a really good item for us, actually. Which means we'll abandon it immediately and go down here. Hey, little chab! Almost got it wrong, but hey, pretty much made it perfect at the end there. Barely noticeable mistake. Is actually a totally okay item for us as well. So important part here, don't pick up any of those items that you'll Zelda over your head. It's a little bit dangerous as there's quite a lot of them that do that here. That pill, for example, or the tarot card, or the trinket. And the tarot card, man, if that's the Joker, we could be in a really nice position. Little Chub is, I'm not gonna say it's the item we needed at this moment in time, but it's a good item. It's an item that shows up rarely and is a lot of fun, so I like it. What is wrong with me? That was terrible dodging. Okay. Bombs are key. That's fine. 2 of hearts. Worthless. The Fool card. Still our go-to here. Okay. So we've improved ourselves. Is this the right way to go to get to the boss room? I'm starting to think it might be. Gotta watch out. These guys are all going to explode at different intervals here. And the last one is gone. Easy. No fortune teller, which is really what I was on the lookout for there. We're going to have a lot of floor to explore on the other side. I really thought that this was just going to be like a dead end, but no, this is across the threshold here. We've come the whole way. Yep, I was trying to play it cool there, but yeah, put myself in a terrible crossfire. It's potentially okay. I do want to go to the curse room. I do. I can't really justify it right now. I've really got to get out of the bad habit of trying to brute force my way out of enemies when they pop down. I'm used to having, like, orbitals that kill them. I have 1 cube of meat. That's not quite justifiable. Okay. All that being said, we're still in an okay position. Damage is a little bit of a sore spot. HP is a little bit of a sore spot. But there is the theoretical chance to, you know, recoup all that. To improve it. I know recoup and improve don't mean the same thing, but in this context, just go with it. Yeah? Oh, no! Oh, I really thought that because we're Blue Baby... Yeah, we can fight the first boss. I really thought that because we're Blue Baby and we're rolling entirely on Spirit Hearts, it would just give us 9 extra lives. Well, surely this puts us in a weird position. All of that Spirit Heart goodwill that we built up is going to be gone. But hey, we're going to have Little Gish, and now we're going to have 9 chances to die on the final bosses instead of, you know, merely the 1 that we had before. So that was a bad pickup, but I really thought that, I mean, you can understand my position, I think. That's why I always get intimidated by picking up 9 lives in situations where I'm not familiar with what's happening, which is probably a very smart idea. It's probably good to be intimidated by that. Oh, you know what? We can actually fight Mom and then GTFO with the Fool card. I think we got a pretty good Mom setup here. You know, Little Chub's didn't do what Little Chub does. Decent amounts of damage. Little Gish is going to do what Little Gish does. Helps us not get hit so much. And technology is going to be a really nice kind of crowd controller here. This is going very well. Come on, Little Chub. A little late, but hey, you hit that body segment at the end anyway. And that's going to do it. That was super easy. We get a Tears upgrade. The Polaroid, definitely the best trinket we could hope for. And we Fool card out. And we're all ready. We've cut out half the backtracking. All of the items in half the time. Are you tired of taking 10 years to get what you need on an Isaac run? That was less... You know what? Yeah. That was less, you know, real Pitchman and more Djibouti dubs. Oh, the Spirit Arts are real. Okay, here we go. The dream has come true. You know what? I'm willing to toss that down there. Blow that up. I really thought that would give us another Spirit Heart, but... Miter is paying out in a big way. It is doing what needs to be done. Oh, there's a tinted rock up here. Don't mind if I did. What is going on here? The game is like, it's having mercy on me for once in a long while. So our last item room, just be a damage upgrade, man. Now I don't feel so bad about 9 lives. Mind you, if we lose our first life, we get 1 HP for the remainder. I think we're okay with our bomb and key balance here. If anything, I probably want more bombs. This is a really good use of a tactical bomb, if I do say so myself. Probably saved us from taking a little bit of damage. I hate rooms where you have to dodge 2 different types of enemies. It's like trying to run, you know, 2 programs off the same hard drive at the same time that are both resource intensive. I like Spelunker's Hat. It's not the item we need, but it's an item. And it's a passive, and we can't reroll it. So it's the item we're gonna get. Don't really care, honestly, about the second secret room. Not very much, no. The secret room, sure. An Ankh would be maybe good. That kind of money is pretty much worthless to us with, well, whatever. That's the most that's ever hurt me is right there. I didn't get the extra penny to take us to 69 cents. God damn it, Bobby. Well, in any case, we're going to keep it moving along here. Because I'm a sucker, like I said. Fucked up in the head. It's not worth it. I should learn my lesson from earlier. If we find the second secret room, we will open it. But, well, there it is. I didn't think it was super valuable. Hanged Man's still good. We can get that penny if we want to. Okay, yeah, I would say that's worth it. Our last bomb, not just one bomb, our last bomb for a Spirit Heart? Sure. At least we've recovered Spirit Hearts. Mind you, we would have had so many more if we hadn't taken 9 lives, but Fifths and Butts for candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas, wouldn't we? Could, not take damage on the way out of this cursed room by using Hanged Man, but I can't help but think that there'll be a better use for it later. Sure, there's our bomb. We traded our bomb for a free trip to the cursed room, effectively. So, let's head downwards now. And we have Compass. Ooh, we did get a deal with the devil as well. Oh boy! This is surprising. Don't mind if I do. And a free pact, even better. Oh, this is good now. Alright, so 9 lives didn't affect this at all. But, yeah, now we have the nail and the pact, and pretty much the same amount of HP. I didn't expect that to work. I'd actually forgotten that that's the whole reason we were excited about the Fool card to begin with. So I think that You know, it might still put us a little bit away from a win, but we're close. Oh boy, we're a lot closer now. And if we could become Guppy, then I would be fully vindicated. There's our 69th cent. I would be fully vindicated after that for picking up 9 lives. We know this pill? We don't know this pill. Friends till the end. Sure, that's whatever. 2 of diamonds. Might as well. Up to 99 cents. Money equals power would be a no-brainer now. And if we're going to pick up a deal with the devil, we might as well pick up both of the items, assuming they're passives. Really, Nail plus the Pact is one of the ideal setups we could possibly hope to achieve. So, I'm not holding out a ton of hope that we end up getting that in the future, or anything that good in the future, but man, the fact that we got it once is pretty sweet. Alright, just get in a position where I can hit you. Thank you. As long as you're visible, this is easy enough. Bit of a daring shot. Ah, that was dumb. I was in a totally good position if I just didn't botch it so simply there. Alright, we're gonna get a 2nd level Meat Boy, which I think is an acceptable level of upgrade. Already done with the first phase. Almost had the knockback really come back to bite me in the ass there. This scythe is pissing me off. There we go. It's like the first zombies we fought. I told you it would be good against them, though. Well, that's a pill. Is that a luck down? Or is that what it was on the last run? Sometimes I lose track. No deal with the devil. Disappointment. But hey, we also got bad gas, so I can't really complain. Down to the next floor. I know we could go to the library and maybe, I don't know, get Book of Revelations or something like that, but we already have the nail. You know, what do I care about a measly Book of Revelations? Now, the real question here will be how we stand up against Isaac, leading up to Blue Baby. Because that is going to be, it's going to be a fight where we're going to be dodging an awful lot of shots. We're going to be tanking an awful lot of shots. We don't have Nun's Habit, so I almost hope like a Judgment shows up. The Judgment could give us Nun's Habit. Did I say Nine's Habit? Anyway, if it gives us Nun's Habit, then we're in a very interesting position. I know that that's greed back there, by the way. We don't have rerolls, obviously, so I don't see any point in fighting greed at this point. You may disagree, and that's your right to do so. I disagree with you, though. Both executing our constitutionally protected rights. Boards of Canada would be very proud. Alright. 10 HP. Let's get a move on here. Very concerned about this room. This room, I don't like it. Little Gish might have just saved me a Spirit Heart there. It is worth noting, like, oh, that sucked. But we will have permanent Polaroid invincibility. So whenever we get hit, at least we're not in the market to get hit much after that. In the market. Probably not the right term to use there. You know what I mean, though. Okay, with the Guts dies, we get the Empress. Much better card. If we find a place to use the Hanged Man, we might as well, then. We'll use the nail right here. No point in saving it, I think. The damage bonus is part of the reason the nail is a decent item. But not the principal reason, at least not right now. That's where we use the Hangman. Okay. Saves us a bomb, allows us to use one of our surplus of keys, and I say we go to the boss trap room. We might as well at least check it out and see if it's good. So we'll work our way back here. If this is a Guppy item, it's not possible, I think, but if it was, imagine how amazing that would be. So we got our key back, and we... Oh, I forgot I can't fly anymore. Okay, I put that bomb down there. Alright, so there's that Spirit Heart down the drain, but hey, we kind of got our wish here with this Judgment. You could pay out with the Nun's Habit. That's an HP upgrade. So that's the Spirit Heart we lost in the process, but that's okay. At least it was something. And Cat of Nine Tails definitely not worth our time. Like I said, you know, it's not guaranteed to pay out, but it was worth going to at the very least. I think you have to admit that. With the Empress card, we'll be saving this for the Isaac fight, and almost certainly the Isaac fight. It's a nasty room. Luckily, I had just enough speed to kind of sneak through there, get them to double back, saves us a little bit of heartache. Alright. Mom's Heart. Should be easy. One bomb is the piss-off here, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal in the whole scheme of things. Might take us a little bit longer than usual to kill Mom's Heart as a result of this, because our crowd control is basically non-existent, but we'll save our bomb, maybe use that for a Tinted Rock on the future. And it's one of the few Mom's Heart boss fights where we're actually substantially stronger. He sped up in the air there, that's not fair. We're actually substantially stronger against the bosses than we are against the individual enemies. That's bullshit. We cut off the head, but the body still lived, because that's part of the point. Alright, the slow is good. Here we go. Zombros? No, not quite yet. That's how slow we're going. We're going to get a second vaginal silkworm wave. It's okay. Not necessarily predictive of this being a bad run. Just a slower Mom's Heart fight than usual. Really would be better if I could time Little Chub to actually go off properly. And there's Duke of Flies. So we're like all the way through Mom's rotation already. There's a decent Little Chub. And regular Big Chub. Yeah, shouldn't stand up too long against the barrage we're putting him through. More Zombros, some of my favorite enemies to fight against with technology. Even more so than Mom's Knife and Brimstone. Just because it's easier to keep up a sustained barrage. And you know what? This fight actually wasn't as slow as I thought it would be. Especially once we got back to the, once we got down to the permanent bomb stage. We're doing sustained damage. It's pretty good. We have to do away with sustained damage. Let's keep it up here. Ooh, don't like this. There we go, one down. Come on, this guy's gotta go. There we go. Now, we only have to dodge 2 bullshit enemies. Oh, I thought I could get him just in time. We basically did. That was really good. I'm very proud of myself for that one. Hey, blow up that rock if you don't mind. Thank you. We found the second secret room as well. And even more bombs. Those could be useful in the future. Cool. That's not gonna be... That's basically a half Spirit Heart, which is fine. So we're gonna have our nail charged up. In spite of that, I'm gonna save it and actually, you know, be a hypocrite and use it for the damage bonus on the... Oh, it doesn't matter. Do we know what that is? I think it's worth just coming through here. So very quickly, Empress and the nail. Not in that order, maybe. Okay, again, main problem with this fight, there's gonna be so many fucking shots to dodge. Number one priority for me is basically just doing as much free damage as I can. When I don't get hit, that's free damage. We could run up and tank him because we have Polaroid invincibility, but I don't think that's a smart idea. Instead, I would much rather, you know, do a slower rate of fire, but, you know, lose less HP in the process. Alright, this isn't going so badly so far. I think it's going acceptably. Our damage, you know, is not necessarily... Oh, come on. It's not necessarily to the threshold that I would want it to be, considering we used Nail and Empress, but we didn't lose that much HP either. We still have 13 right now. Alright, Shoop the Whoop is bad. Mom's Pad, bad. Razor Blade, bad. Oh my god. You couldn't really have asked for a worse chest than that. Especially given the point that we're at in the game, where we really don't, for once, we don't want to get rid of our spacebar item on the chest. We are totally content to keep the nail, time it appropriately, and use it as a damage bonus against Blue Baby. And keep in mind, the stakes are pretty high here. Not only if I lose, do I lose, but I have to lose like 8 times in a row. 9 times in a row, I guess. Which is not something that I really enjoy the thought of. If I can avoid it, I would prefer not to do that. So if we can get some more golden chests on the way to this boss room, that would be fantastic. There we go. I was very happy with that explosion. Pretty psyched about that one until it blew up right in my face. Come on, be dead. Be dead. Oh, okay. Oh my god, this is not good damage. These Lokis, on a surprising amount of runs, they end up being real fuckers. Alright, he's gonna be dead very, very soon. Right now. Right now. Really? Stood up to way more fire than I thought he'd be able to. Oh yeah, let's do it again. And as an added bonus, this appears to be the wrong direction. So I'm super stoked about that. As I am about the fact that I continue to take nasty damage just due to there being a really difficult matrix of shots to dodge here. Not blaming the game. As always, I take full responsibility. That being said, I'm a little perturbed right now. Oh, that was all me. Single Loki, you can't blame me. Or you can't hide behind blaming the game for that one. I still think this might be the right way, but I'm starting to get skeptical. And yeah, skepticism is the right reaction there. So we will use one nail charge for sure before our boss fight. I guess that's sort of a good thing. The only problem, well, there's other problems, but one of the only problems that is most glaring right now with Technology 2, and technology for that matter, is you have to be right up in an enemy's face in order to actually use the ability effectively. Like, you have to be on a direct cardinal direction with them, which is how most enemies shoot, unfortunately. Is there anything here we could use? Maybe. So I think we have to check out our secret room. Not like we were, you know, really using those bombs for anything else, but I think we really should check it out just in case. You never know. Fetus item, raw liver, onk, any one of those could be very important. Is it? That's not a mini boss, is it? I'm an idiot. Could have dropped a chest that could have given us a non-shop item, but I figured, oh, for the HP, why risk it? And then, of course, I go and lose HP on a room that should be relatively automatic, and in fact, I lost way too many hearts here to feel good about it. I'm not fully demoralized yet, but I am coming dangerously close to that prophecy where if I didn't pick up 9 lives, I would win. That's a scary place to be. Alright, Super Sloth. You're not my last hope. We're not at that level of requirement yet. But if you could pay out with a good tarot card, even the Hierophant, I would be very pleased. Apart from those items, I don't know. Are we better off using the nail before the boss if we get a charge and then bringing in, like, Mom's Pad? Poison bombs. It's good. It's good-ish. I honestly don't know the answer to the question I just posed. I tend to err on the side of the damage bonus being the most important thing. That's really huge. We'll pick it up after this room, just because I don't want to be slow for a room. You know, I was basically thinking maybe it'll have the Super Lust on it, and that would be annoying. But, Wrath, you know, we want to be able to get away from these bombs, so it's nice to be able to do so. Maybe we'll get Mr. Mega here or something like that, and we will go through one more room to get this nail charge ready. And I do think the damage bonus is worth it. As opposed to, like, getting the Spirit Heart and then take... Oh, we did get Mr. Mega. Like, getting the Spirit Heart and then taking, getting the Spirit Heart from the nail and then taking, like, Hourglass? Or probably Mom's Pad would be the smart money, but either way. Alright, so as far as rooms in the chest go, we got a pretty good one here. You know, it's no 12 little spiders, but it's also no double Monstro 2, so I can't be too disappointed about the generation here. And, okay. The damage bonus has to be worth more. Mom's Pad doesn't last that long. Alright, there we go. Some extra Spirit Hearts. We'll get one more on our way in. This should be interesting. I think we can do it, but it might be close. Maybe the most important thing, every time I get hit, run in there. Get a poison bomb down. Yeah, there's no way we're dodging that shit. Yeah, get that poison bomb down. Because this is going to be a little bit more of a heavyweight knockout on one side or the other than the last one was, that's for sure. And as long as Little Chad does his job, Little Chub does his job, he's like our best damage dealer on like a moment-to-moment basis. So if I can just get the occasional shot in there with him, that's important. I think we've done it. It's been an astonishingly strange run, but I think we've made it work. Couldn't tell if that was the start or end of invincibility. That's how this fight's going right now. And we did it. Okay. Bit of a weird one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.